So let's start. Welcome to the 7-day, 7 tools for social media. I'm Miranda. This is recorded, so I'm Miranda. We're going to dive into multiple tools every day. We're going to hop on a call around this time for about 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll dive into the range of tools that I've been working on for the last 3 or 4 years. My consulting company, I didn't want to get into social media management, but when I get into working with small business owners, like they need social media help the most out of all of it, and that's what more exciting to people is marketing. I'm really excited about automation and these tools that we're going to also learn as well that are like the supporting characters to your marketing platforms. And then what I've learned about these business owners that I go and help is that they're so invested into their business, into their craft, into the problem that they're going to solve, that they don't know how to get into marketing. These tools feel very scary. There is like this barrier over like technology in general for the people like in the different generations. So I just want to make it easy. Don't look at these tools that I'm teaching as like, or try not to be intimidated by them, because you just need to know like 10 to 20% to be successful in them. Or if you know just a little bit of them, then you know how to delegate properly. And that's kind of where I'm like, if you don't know the tools, and how are you going to delegate or set up the systems for someone to come and work for your team? Because sometimes people hire these social media managers and they kind of let them do whatever they want, and they don't really know how to delegate them properly or coexist with them in the space, or be in the brain space with them and brainstorm, because they don't know much about marketing. So that's kind of why, like, a few different points of why I'm putting this together is to just empower you in the tools, and be in the conversation with these people that you might even you hire eventually. So for today's tool, we're going to learn brand identity, brand voice. So a lot of people, when I'm going to work with them, they're like, well, that's just not on brand. I don't know about this caption. It's not on brand, or this email is not on brand for with my voice. And I think that they're interpreting their brand voice as they didn't write it. And like that's not something that you can delegate. If you didn't write it, that's not our brand voice. So this is like what we're going to walk through is just a simple tool or a simple exercise to get you your brand voice like corporations have. And if you want to do a personal brand or a brand for a corporation, by the way, those are two different things. So if you're trying to set up like a personal brand versus a brand voice for your business, just know that those are two separate things. Like if you looked at Patagonia, or let's say Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg is going to have a different type of personal brand energy on his pages versus Facebook's brand. So just know that those are two different conversations. But yeah, your brand identity is being able to, or when or if you have somebody in your inbox, like Facebook's messaging you, or you're getting stuff from Gary Vaynerchuk, like the energy of just their subtitle or their subheader in their email, that it's them, and that's what you want to convey too. Just being consistent over multiple different platforms so that you create your brand voice that's consistent. So what else am I missing? That's basically it. Basically, we're going to take this tool today and we're going to put it into a custom chat GPT that I'm going to help set you guys up with on Thursday. I think it's Thursday. And then the custom chat GPT can help you come up with multiple different types of marketing. And then at the end, we'll be able to come up with a 3-month marketing plan that is consistent to your brand, that is verse in different types of social media, that you could literally either hand off to you, or, yourself, because this is like the brainstorming aspect of our plan, and then we initiate the plan afterwards. So, or you can hand it off to a social media manager, which would be super helpful. So anyway, let me go in. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. All right, so the first one, and I'm going to share this with us in the NOS challenge. And if anything is not uploaded in the NOS challenge, or something that's not right, you'll just message me. This is my first time doing it, so we're all learning together. This is a new platform. So The first one we're going to talk about is our brand core. So what is the brand core? It's what you're selling, how you're selling it, and why you're selling it. And like I just did this for the first time a few months ago for my own business, and it really just amped me up for my business again. Oh, here's someone coming in. It's just like, okay, I'm really doing something that's interesting. This is something that I feel like could be a reference back, and I'm going to share this template with you guys. It's in the NOS challenge, but it just really just amped me up for my business and what I'm selling and how I'm selling it, making a more like tailored marketing strategy of, sorry. Okay. And so, what you're selling. So you're selling a product. Are you selling a service? Are you selling, and then what types of services are you selling? So kind of you can map this out here on the outside of the circle, and then which will look like this. And then how are you selling it? What energy are you putting? What makes you different, unique, and set you apart from competition? This kind of gives you a different guide, a different way of strategizing your content. Also, why are you selling it? What's your why? A lot of people know you get lost in your what and how you're selling it, especially like in the marketing strategies that you're okay, I need to set up. People get so much into a salesy energy when they're only focused on the what and the how. I've learned this a lot when people get desperate and they're needing money, they really focus on the what and not the why. So this is a good reminder of why you're doing what you're doing. So we're going to go in, for example, one of my favorite companies right now is Notion. And so that's something we're going to talk about tomorrow. It's one of my favorite project management tools. But what they're selling is it's a note-taking platform. It's a project management platform. It's all within one platform. Wikis, you can do websites, you can do blogs. They make it functional. It can be Google Docs, it can be Asana, it can be Slack, all in one place. Even emails now. So I love what they're selling, and then how they're selling it is making it aesthetic. They're making it collaborate, like they make it very collaborative and friendly. It's almost like so flexible, people get overwhelmed when they're in the tool. But why they're selling it is they exist to empower people to take control of their work and thinking. Their mission is to provide a software that adapts to people's needs rather than forcing people to adapt to the software, which I think is beautiful, especially in this time. So their why is you don't have to learn a crazy new tool to be able to use Notion is basically their why. So the 3 layers of problems. So this is the next section, and I made it like this because I was able to put longer sentences here, but I know that my circle looks a little off. But the 3 layers of problems this is about your audience. So when you identify your customers' problems, they will identify your brand as a solution. That's the whole goal here. So what's the external problem that they're facing? This is the most tangible problem. So with Notion, they're overwhelmed with day-to-day operations. They lack time to focus on the business, their growth. So they're formulating their marketing around the external, the internal, and the philosophical problems that people are having. What's the internal problems that they're having? They're frustrated, they're exhausted, they're stuck in the weeds of their business instead of leading strategically. So this is the deeper feelings of frustration caused by the external problems. And then what's the philosophical problem? Why does it matter to them? It points to your shared vision of how things should or shouldn't be, and what they rather deserve. So technology should work for you, not against you. Small businesses deserve access to the same efficiency and automation tools as big companies. And so this is your brand core and your 3 layers of problems we're going to put those 2 things together to come up with your brand voice, basically. So we're going to go to, here is your 3 core brand messages. This is what we're going to focus on. The first 2 are just setting up the foundation for this. So your lifestyle. What do we want to remind them of what their lifestyle can look like? Your business can run smoothly and efficiently. All your stuff can live in one place. This is kind of Notion. I didn't fill this part out. But And then another part is the next part that's important is your polarizing message. So your polarizing message is your how plus your internal equals your polarizing message. So their how is it's flexible, it's collaboration friendly, it has aesthetic, intuitive design. Their internal message is they're frustrated, stuck in the weeds of their business. Then their polarizing message is the real bottleneck isn't your time, it's your refusal to automate, delegate, and systematize. Businesses that resist modernization won't survive. Those that embrace it will scale with ease. The choice is yours. So it's just kind of like this bold, and they could go a lot different ways with their polarizing message. You can too. I'll show you all some examples in a minute, but it can be problematic, have a little tenderness, just like something that's triggering. This takes your marketing just a little, gives it that oomph, like something. Being too nice isn't going to make you always memorable, you know. This is like just to kind of be in people's face just a tad, have that little hint of attitude in your marketing so that you can take your marketing to the next level. Your captions can be just a little bit more bold or have that humor or whatever it matches for you that feels comfortable. And then your vision is your why plus your philosophical. And I'll give you guys some examples of that. Let's see. So their why is their mission is to provide software that adapts to people's needs rather than forcing people to adapt to the software. And then their is that right? Oh yeah, my circles are messing me up. And then technology should work for you, not against you. And so their vision is creating a software that helps them run their company. People run their company, no matter what size you are. So let's get into a few examples of a vision message. So Nike's vision message: if you have a body, you're an athlete. Like I just think that's so powerful. Nike is not just about shoes, it's about pushing human potential. It's about the person who gets up at 5 a.m., the weekend warrior, it's just creating a vision of their shoes. It's not about shoes at all. Patagonia, we're in business to save our home planet. Business as usual is destroying the planet. These are a little bold too, but these are their vision messages. Refuse to accept that. Our mission is to make the best products with the least harm, repair what's broken, fight for the wild, and hold corporations accountable, because there's no business to be done on a dead planet. That's their vision of creating clothes. Airbnb, a home isn't just four walls, it's a feeling. Travel should be personal, immersive, and filled with human connection. Beautiful. And that's how I feel when I go and stay at an Airbnb. And then polarizing messages, these are more of your bold, attention getting. Let's see, 2011, it says, don't buy this jacket. This is a polarizing message. Consumerism is killing the planet. Stop buying things you don't need, even from us. That's just gets people to think, gets people to look twice. Like, wait, you're saying something opposite. So it doesn't feel salesy. There's a stronger underneath message that's woven into all of their marketing campaigns. Liquid Death, murder your thirst. It's bold, putting murder. Also just their brand in general. Liquid Death is bold in general. And then Nike, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. There's nothing to do with shoes, but it's something that's empowering. And yeah, I feel like doing this for yourself kind of gives you that boost, that box you can play in when you're creating your own captions, your own emails. Also, this is just a good thing to do and create your personal ChatGPT so that you can, let me get out of here. So you can, oh, this isn't working. Create consistent marketing across your platforms. So does that all make sense? Everybody's good on that? Okay, thank you. Okay, this is the checkpoint for today. I'm going to walk you through so we can create this super easy. ChatGPT is embedded in everything that I do. I don't know about you guys, but that is the goal for today as well. So we have these questions for your company's brand. This is in the challenge. So you can take these and answer these 9 questions. And then I have some prompts for you guys. So these 9 questions kind of are the reflection tool for your own business. And then I'll show you guys, I already have it kind of in ChatGPT here, and we're going to walk through. I just had mine already written out, so I thought we could use this as an example, show you guys how this works. So, and then we'll take this tool later on and we'll create the custom ChatGPT. So after you answer your 9 questions, we're going to go to ChatGPT, enter the answers and your questions, and at the end, you're going to say, please help me define my how, why, what, and why based on the answers to questions above. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to copy this into there, and we're going to paste this. What did I do? Oh, wait, I did too much. I see what I did. Let's try that again. I did the second one. So we're just going to do this one. And then it's going to go in and give me my how, why, and what. So after it gives me my why, I'm going to go in my why, how, and what. I'm going to go in and put these into my Canva design for myself, because it really helps when you just see it in a big map, a visual of what you're doing, you know, because as founders, as visionaries, we have so many ideas, and one idea leads to the next idea and leads to the next idea. And all of a sudden we have 4 different businesses. So I feel like this helps us kind of like hone in on what we're actually doing. And because I was like, well, I'm offering this and I'm offering this, and you know, you're just getting so scatterbrained. So this creating that visual, I think, really helps. And then next, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna add this. So it gives me my why. It's like, I believe that women build efficient, sustainable, and values-driven businesses. They create ripples of positive change, strengthening families, uplifting communities, and fostering workplaces that honor well-being and humanity. If I didn't like some of these, y'all, and you want it to be shorter, or you want it to be more impactful, make sure that you tell him, or I call chat him, you know, I want to hone it in this way, this way, this way. And if you, a good reason or a good hack also, if you don't know your personality type, you could tell them that, like, I'm an ENFP, so I could say, make this sound more like an ENFP, or make these or add these what's and these hows. Like there can be a few things that it might have not picked up from your questions. So I'm going to add the next prompt here, and it's going to give me my external, internal, and philosophical problems that my audience deals with. It's like, I know these things. I know why I saw these things and why I built my business, the external, internal problems. But it's like seeing it on that screen, you're like, okay, this keeps me honed in when I'm actually creating the marketing strategy. So those are there for me, struggling to balance business growth with personal life responsibilities. An internal problem is they feel exhausted, burnt out, and stretched too thin. Also, when I'm reading these, I'm like, what triggers me the most? And why am I here? Like, the internal problems mostly trigger me when I'm helping business owners, because I feel their burnout. I feel that they're stretched too thin. I feel that my clients can't go help their kids because they're so stuck in my business. So what's my emotional factor when I created this business? This is such a good reminder of why we're doing and what we're doing, you know, because I get triggered by their internal problems. So anyway, and sometimes that can make your marketing too off balance if you're not doing a well-rounded approach to your marketing, if that makes sense too. You know, if you're only focused on the internal problems, that might make people feel, it might give people the wrong perception of your business. I can't think about why right now, but I'm sure if you only focus on internal problems, always, that wouldn't be the best well-rounded approach. Then let's see, the next prompt is, let's using the why, how, and what, and my audience's problems, can you craft my three core brand messages, the foundation of my company's brand storytelling? Let's see, and I'm going to copy this and then post it here. And this is just so exciting. I love this formula. So here's the vision message. Women shouldn't have to choose between building a successful business and living a fulfilling life. Okay, so that's the overall vision. The polarizing message is hustle culture isn't broken, burnout isn't a badge of honor, which what do we like? That's what people talk about all the time, like get up at 5 a.m., work so much. Da, da, da. So I'm going against what people like the main core of what social media is saying right now. And even like bringing women back into the home a little bit more, like that's polarizing, so that's where it's like, okay, this is what's making me stand out a little bit more, that people are I'm gonna grab their attention. And then the lifestyle message is efficiency, automation, and alignment aren't luxuries, they're necessities. So that's like, now I'm bringing people like, what does their daily life look like? Also people are like, oh, you're into AI. A lot of clients are, so the perception is, oh, Miranda's in this automation AI stuff, when it's not something like, I'm like, well, are you into light bulbs? Are you into cars? Like, yeah, I'm into AI and you need to be too. They're necessities of your lifestyle. This is the world we're moving into. So this is how like I'm bringing it into like what their daily needs to look like. So now we have the core, the brand core for my business. And then you'll ask to generate you a social media idea. This is so fun. So it says, can you help me generate a social media idea from one of my three core brand messages? So it's picking one of the three, and then do in one of these video formats, video, single carousel, or a long blog post, and then choose one of these content ideas. So it gives you a list of here. So I'm going to copy all of this and post it here. And then bam, it gives you the content idea, the brand message, your opening hook, your middle section, everything. And a transcript. We love that. So from this, I'll show you guys in a few days, we're going to create 30 or 60 ideas just from this here, and we'll program it into your ChatGPT. So the checkpoint of the day is to answer 9 questions, go into ChatGPT, create your how, what, and why, and then go into do your audience's problems, and then your 3 core brand messages, and then come up with one of your social media ideas. That is our checkpoint of the day. And then also putting it onto this Canva thing that I'm going to send you guys. And if you don't like where these dots are, y'all can change that. But some people like it in this circle form. But just so you can have your visual brand core, your 3 layers of problems that your audience faces, and then your 3 core brand messages here. And then, yeah, that is our lesson of the day. Does anyone have any questions?
All of that is in the challenge, right? On the Nest.io. It's
Yes.
step by step tells you what to do. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the Google Doc that I showed you, it's in there. And then I also use ChatGPT to do that exercise for myself. I just kind of put like a summarization on each one. I opened that in a separate ChatGPT, and then did the questions, and then started a new ChatGPT just so was fresh.
Oh,
So
okay.
it gave me good answers, like that didn't sound just like me summarizing. But yeah, and then start your own chat to get your brand core
Cool. Yeah, we use chat all the time. I use AI every day, all day.
every day. Yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
can 3 people on that thing.
Yeah. Like I run into people and they go, I say, so are you using AI? And they're like, no, don't know anything about it. I'm like you said, are you into light bulbs and cars? Airplanes?
Exactly. Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
like it's here. Yeah. But cool. I haven't used Canva. So I don't really know about Canva. Should I open up a Canva account and get that set up?
Yeah, I would. Just yeah, I definitely would. And then that's on day 5. We're gonna go over just setting up some basic things in there and just some tools that just easy to use hacks for Canva. And yeah, if you need someone that works for you, add them, or when you hire someone or something for your social media, or you do it yourself, you'll have some templates in there, or just how to organize your Canva. It's good. Or you can add someone to your team in Canva as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
cool. So I hope this was helpful. Was this helpful?
Yeah, this is good because this is right now, that's what we're doing. I mean, I'm changing up from my old stuff. I'm closing the farm and I'm
Yeah.
moving into more marketing, some ideas. I mean, I learned a lot about health, so I'm building out a whole program that's on the 8 modalities of healing, which are nutrition, mindset, and hacking your sleep. And each one of them is going to have different sections in there where I want to do free presentations or low cost presentations online, and draw people in and then give them enough information that if they decide to take off and go from there, they can. But if they want to do a deep dive in it, they can go through the course, which I would sell the course. So I'm going to be marketing that course, and I need to do marketing and advertising, and I want to try and do it without spending a whole lot of money on advertising. you
Right,
know.
right. Okay.
So
Yeah, let me know if you
yeah,
need help or anything, but that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, Okay, well, you can use the last, I said this was going to be an hour, but you can, oh, someone's entering again. But yeah, if, hi again, we're, wrapping up, but that is, if you want to use the last bit of this time to do the challenge, and then the
Cool.
part of the checkpoint is adding your, I think a core or a post that you created today and your 3 core brand images, I mean, brand pillars.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great.
All
Thanks,
right.
Mike.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye. All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.